guys, let's channel some messages from our spirit guides, from the spirit of highest good, love, and gods and goddesses of creativity. What this you need to hear, okay? Um, I wanna open up this video. First of all, go subscribe to my channel if you're listening to me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram if you're watching me on Instagram. Share my videos, share my work. If my messages have been helping you, you can donate for me. Link of that is in my bio. And if you ever send me a donation, I appreciate you. And if you ever send me love, energetic love, I appreciate you. And if you ever purchased anything from me and supported me, wow, beautiful. And of course, the people who get one-on-one with me, I like all of my past clients. That's such a beautiful experience because I love this work. I feel like God has built me to do this. Anyway, let's yeah, I have a journaling course. Go get it. Go transform your life with my journaling course, because yeah, I shared a lot of deep wisdom inside it, because it was not me. God speaks through me. I always set an intention that God, like Mother Earth, you speak to your children through me. Spirit of love, spirit of highest good, speak to other people through me. So a lot of wisdom inside that course. You can check it out. Now let's channel some beautiful messages for all of us. What about brother? Something about brother. What about it? What about it, spirit? Why did I hurt brother? And I also see my cousin brother, who I was deeply in love with. Like he was not my real brother, but when I was little, I got separated from my parents, and I used to live with my auntie and uncle, and they had like two sons, and the elder one, I was really attached to him. And when I got but then I grew up seeing him becoming very violent and hatred towards me. Like his hate and his violence towards me grew, and that pain, seeing my brother, like, because as my young memory, good memory when I was little, was like, I love my brother, yeah. And but then that was very painful. But why did you needed to hear this? Did you need to dive into your sibling? Okay, let's talk about it. So when we grow up, suppose if you're 20, 24, 30, 34, 50, 54, 70, 74, whatever age, the energy dynamics within your friendships are gonna reflect the same energy dynamic that is gonna be with your siblings. So reflect upon, okay guys, you guys need to reflect on your siblings dynamic. What was the energy in your home when you were growing up? Like, what were the siblings dynamic? Were you the one who was always running towards your siblings to get their love, to get that, them to love on you, to appreciate you, to see you, to acknowledge you, to pamper you? Or there was like mutual effort, like they were always loving on you, or they were always trying to make you feel safe? Or was it,
bring magic in your life with my magic paintings? This painting says, dearest God, dearest Mother, thank you for guiding me. Thank you for leading my way. When you live around this painting, the way you start to move in this world very bravely, confidently, courageously, you would find yourself becoming most braver, bolder, confident version of yourself, and it's just so much divine guidance and peaceful energies into your life. Super powerful. Super. You can't miss the magic. You can't. I'm telling you, you cannot. Okay. Also, you can hire me and I will channel a customized magic painting uniquely for you. A painting that will bring lot of success, high vibrations, good energies, power, love, and like sacred, peaceful, pure energies into your life. It's so powerful. And
how did you feel around them? Was it like how was your feeling sensation being with them? For me, it was feeling very ignored, like very ignored, and painful, abusive, unsafe, and there was like a lot of sexual abuse was also present. So it was like I had to like play this role. Like, I remember when certain sexual abusive act was happening when I was a child. At night something would be happening, and in the morning I had to pretend that this person is my brother. And so then as a child it was very tough for me to, and also like caretaking. I was in a caretaker role of everybody. In order to survive my home, I had to be the caretaker of my brother. Why is it necessary? I didn't know. Like, before making this video, I really didn't had any idea that this is what spirit is gonna put me to talk about. So now, spirit, if you have put me here to talk about it, so you better make sure that this video finds only the right people. Because I only want people who are sensitive and wiser and who needed to listen to this information. I don't want any kind of, I just want to express what I want, not what I don't want right now. So that caretaking role that I got into to survive the home, I don't know where this video is going anymore. I really don't. I didn't come here. First of all, I'm very confused now. What the hell? What the hell, spirit? Seriously. This, what? What is it? I don't know how to... What the fuck? Sorry. I don't understand. I really don't. I'm confused myself, but I'm gonna put this video as it is because I'm sure it has a purpose. Anyway, I really can't access spirit right now. I don't know. But what I wanna share is that your early experiences with your siblings affect you a lot, and you gotta see them. Don't see all the dark, ugly, sad, fearful parts of your childhood. See all of them. Don't run away from them. And there is nothing ashamed about. The kind of environment that I grew up in, there was so much darkness, disgustingness, pain, abuse, and disgusting, like totally disgusting. Okay, the kind of things. And we can feel a lot of shame around it, like, oh my god, I had to face poverty, I had to face sexual abuse, I had to be this and that. But don't let shame come in the way and convince you to hide, okay, or let the shame around what happened to you, what you had to go through, how like it really messed you up, the kind of incidents that you went through. Don't let shame around it convince you to, in that state of depletion. You gotta find a better perspective. Don't let shame convince you. Let love, and simple prayer, this prayer, like, God and goddesses of self-love, you lead my mind, you lead my body, you lead my heart. Or like, whenever you find yourself being really low on yourself, like things like, oh my god, I'm so disgusting, I'm so this needs to be hidden about me. If people know this truth about me, I would be looked down upon. If people know this truth about me, then I would be outcasted, I would be left alone. Like nobody would talk to me, nobody would wants to be friends with me, and things like that. If those kind of things, like those kind of thoughts are occurring, mosquitoes are biting me in my feet. Anyway, if those kind of thoughts are occurring for you when you are reflecting on your childhood, calling on higher power, calling on God, calling on Mother Nature, calling on Allah, calling on Jesus, calling on any God that you want to walk with that particular day, or like if not God, then maybe any other energy, heart, their energy, call it, and like that will lead you in those moments when you're feeling really down and low about yourself, or those perspectives like, oh my god, no, you will never get love because you are like this, because you went through this, then you became this, and you did this. We all have darkness in our past, okay? It's very rare that people don't have it. Some people who grow up in healthy families, but when we are not growing up in healthy families, families that have a lot of unprocessed traumas, and like hidden, like that has a lot of shame around sex. If any family line has shame around sex, it will have trauma, it will have sexual abuse going on, it will have, people will be acting out of lot of fear and anger, definitely. So call on that higher power. If anytime you are witnessing some thoughts are convincing you that you will not receive love, you will not have friends, you will not have this and that because of what happened with you in the past, or because of who you became as a result of what happened to you, and all of this. So you gotta be like, God, I want to see myself as you see me. God, I want to see this situation as you see it. This prayer is really powerful. God, I want to look at myself as you look at me. Dear God, I want to see this situation as you would see it. Dear God, I want to treat myself and talk to myself as you would treat me and you would talk to me. And any kind of situation, no matter what this situation could be, it could be very dense, really dense. Finding that compassion, and when I say dense situation, that means that the shame will be so loud that it will convince you that you are a fraud, or you are a person like you need to be like dying in jail, or like something like that, disgusting kind of shame based thought forms. They will convince you like that. But in those moments, have the courage to first say like, this is not the truth. Because if this something is not loving, it is not the truth. It is not the truth. If any thought perspective that doesn't feel loving, kinder and compassionate, it is not the truth. So firstly, like being very assertive, like this is not the truth, this is not the truth, and then saying the prayer like, okay God, I want to see myself as you see me. I want to see this situation through your eyes, God. I want to see myself through your eyes. And when I say like, if yeah God, like any God you believe in, Allah, Jesus, Lord Buddha, or any other. For me, I personally love Mother Earth. Okay, just in case if you don't know and if you're new here. So yeah, because do not advertise self-hatred. Do not be like, okay, if I feel too good about myself, then I will become someone bad, or I will become too egotistical. You guys, we really need the amount of self-hatred that is present in this world, that can only be overcome by more people loving on themselves unapologetically. And uh, as you dive deep within yourself, as you touch the deeper layers of yourself, the layers of sadness, deep sadness, the layers of shame, dense shame, the layers of fears, the layers, the secrets, hidden secrets that you feel like, if I shared it with somebody, like it better not. So I will hide them, bury them, and try to forget about it. Or like guilt, regret, mistakes. We gotta touch those layers, be with them, not just touch them, but be with them. There is this softness and genuine kindness and compassion and love birth into you. Excuse me. When you give your presence to these deeper layers of pain, sadness, grief, regret, mistakes, that you want to hide away from the world, when you give them full presence, there is this genuine compassion and love and kindness birth takes place within you. And it starts to reflect in your aura. It's really beautiful. You can't fake that energy. That can only be birthed within you when you are being present. And it's a muscle that you build, being with your emotions, being with your self, with the actions that you took and everything. Like regularly, when you practice sitting with your emotions, maybe you don't know, because sometimes we don't know how to do a plank. We need somebody to teach us the correct posture and a way to do a plank. Just like that, being with our emotions and feelings, it also requires for you to learn it from somebody. And you can book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session with me or mentorship with me for psychic guidance and spiritual guidance and so much more. But also, if you are comfortable with any other person, that is also okay. And but like also I can share the process of it is everything is like before like sitting with the sensation in your body. If Suppose it's an anger, you know, if you try to feel what does anger feel like in my body, what are the sensation of it? Is it like a crack, like is it like a glass cracks in my body, or is it like a iron, like something iron like in my body, or is it like a fire? And you don't have to give it a form, you just have to stay present with it, and it will naturally turn into something, you know. And the more you breathe into that sensation, wow, you become an alchemist though. And then you will start to alchemize fear, like you will start to alchemize fear, and you walk in this world like a very powerful warrior. This emotional processing, being with your emotions, and having the muscle to be with your emotions, and to and being with them in such a way that you can observe them instead of like becoming them. You become like a warrior. I don't know, I don't want to go dive deep, you know. I have like earlier videos that I have gone much deeper into how to really process your emotions, but I don't know, I mosquitoes are biting me, and I'm not able to, I don't know, not fully explain how to actually go deep into your those layers of emotions. But suppose if any memory, for me it was like my mother's death, okay, recently. And so I had I had guilt around it, that I could not visit her. I had guilt around like, okay, I didn't visit her and didn't cook food for her, you know, or I didn't I got to know also today, you know, I had lot of guilt around it, like a lot of guilt around why I couldn't visit my mom, why God didn't let me visit my mother, you know, when she was going through some things like that, and why I didn't, you know, I got to know today that my mother, doctors had already told my father and my brother that she has 3 months to live. But I didn't know that. Even though my one of my cousin told me that that's the case, but I got to know about it much later. Also, there was this thing like, okay, she's gonna live, but nobody had told me that doctors had 100% gave a guarantee like, yes, she's not gonna live, it's only 3 months. So if I would have visited my home, you know, that's a very different story, like very different story. Now when I know this truth, I have like entirely different outlook about it. But initially I had like a lot of guilt, like, okay, why couldn't I go home? Why couldn't? So there was guilt around it, and there was pain and sadness in the same memory of losing her. And then there was this so much grief, like, okay, I will never get to see my mother. And then there was this deep gratitude, and then there was this deeper level of connection that I started to form with my mother's spirit. Like she has been like inspiring me to be in my goddess energy, to wear whatever I want, you know. So yeah, like lot of the times, instead of doing anything with the emotion, you just gotta be with it, you know. So finding a right person who can just be with you silently as you dive deep into pain, grief, guilt, sadness, and you know, maybe loneliness. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but like, yeah, in the sensation of loneliness, you know, if you feel lonely, I'll tell you what you have to do. something that I have learned from Teal Swan, and I love her. Like, I have so much honor and respect for her work. Her work has made me literally bought that love in my life, love energy in my life. Okay, so she said this one thing, that you can't actually be lonely because you are connected to every fiber of this universe. Okay, every fiber of this universe. And just this line, that you are, connected to every fiber of this universe, like everyone you see, and every, like, even literally the trees and the plants and the roses and the, air, you are connected to it. So you can't actually be lonely. And that separation, and how you overcome it is by giving her. What does loneliness feel like in your body? So but if you give the sensation, that presence to that loneliness, the sensation of that loneliness, if you are feeling it in your chest, and if you just stay present, breathe into it, you might cry, you might, it might be very tough for you to be with it. But as you give it presence, and as you start to connect back to it, you will restore that connection. And not only connection with your own self, but connection with the universe at large. And then you will start to feel so safe within the universe, like, yes, what I want, like, I'm one with the universe. So anything that I want, it will, like, universe will provide for me, and the help will come in, like, the most unimaginable way. Like, you will, when you will give the start to live your life in this way, that you start to give attention and full presence to the sensation that are occurring in your body. And with loneliness, you will, like, form this deeper bond with the universe, and receive that, like, experience that deeper connection with the universe itself. Like, you will receive the felt experience of being so connected, and also the felt experience of that universe is listening to you. It is listening to your needs, your desires, your dreams, your goals. And it is even before you can speak it. Like, you don't even have to, like, universe is fully aware. And the beings around you, the unseen beings and the hearts around you, they're aware of everything that you are needing in your journey, and they will show up for you. They will show up for you. So it's like you focus on the sensations in your body, okay? And then let this deeper connection, move you. The deeper connection that you are forming. And let it not just move you, let it move everything around you. Literally, the air, the wind will blow. You will change the direction of the wind with this power. Okay? Yeah. Wow, beautiful. Book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session with me for psychic and spiritual guidance. Get my journaling course. Donate for me. My mentorship, working with me for 3 months. Magic for you. You will see yourself by processing these 3 months with me. Wow. Can you imagine the kind of transformation that will occur for you? by processing these unprocessed feelings, and hence because you will be processing it, you will be stepping it in your power, in your inner authority, in your confidence, in your purpose, in your creative genius, in your magic. And yeah, so that mentorship is for you. So I have like one-on-one session over a voice note, and also over video call. I have 1 month of mentorship and 3 months of mentorship. Link of everything is in my bio. Wow. Thank you, gods and goddesses of self-love, gods and goddesses of creativity, spirit of highest good and love, for this beautiful messages. Because wow, you guys, only the people, if you were here till now, okay, you gotta understand the what you are being activated for. I am so excited for you. I'm so excited to for the miracles that you will be experiencing in your life. You know, or this energetic activation that occurred for you. Beautiful, very beautiful. Love it. I also have this energetic activation PDF that you can get from the link in my bio. Energetic activation. It is, you know, just give me a moment, guys. Okay, so I have this PDF called Powerful Energetic Activation in Your Life, because that's one of my intuitive gifts, that through words, through my paintings, through my spiritual wisdom, I shift the energy. So when you buy that energetic activation PDF and you go through it, you know, you read what I have been, if you have watched my yesterday's video, or a video before that, I read it all, what is written in that. But if you want a written thing, you know, you can hear it, you can watch that video and have that energy come in your life. But if you truly want to activate that energy, buy that energetic PDF. You know, it's like magical. What I do here is magic, okay? It's magic, it's real magic, it's real sorcery, okay? So with my spoken word, with my written word, with my paintings and all of that. So yeah, link of everything is in my bio. That energetic activation, I was just reminded to talk about it. Yeah, spirit led me to talk about it. See you in another video.